So right now what I'm doing is streaming for the sole purpose of attempting to keep my sleep schedule on relative track. So this isn't Guitarbard Unstrung as much as it is Guitarbard Unhinged tonight. Lamentations of the Dead. The scrolls appear to have been written by Merkelite priests centuries ago. They record the fates of many who oppose the former god of the dead, and they were probably read aloud to encourage fear of Merkel and his faithful. Gosh, that's familiar. All who follow the Lord of Bones shall face tests of faith. Not even his most favored are spared, as we are taught by the tale of Akachi the Betrayer. Here we are. The affliction known as the Spirit Eater curse was delivered by Merkel. Something something Akachi the Betrayer. And the person who gives you the mask piece is Iveshi, his brother, the boy Iveshi. The Red Woman, who you can only presume, who was clearly connected to Akachi. Now, we know that his lover was a faithless wizardess. And then the third fragment of the mask came from the Wall of the Faithless. I think we can make some educated guesses as to how Akachi was punished, don't you? I'm passionate about this because this is one of my most favorite stories in all of the Forgotten Realms lore. I have drawn on it a lot for my own, because we all know that our own homebrew campaigns and our own homebrew worlds are, you know, really just a mashup of all our favorite stories and movies and stuff. But
what? Brothers? How could you be related to that murdering...
Akachi! Oh, excuse me.
It's merely a dream. There is...
I did. As easy as dreaming. If I were ever to get something signed by Crispin Freeman, it would be As Easy as Dreaming. Although, oh my gosh, there is some serious A+ voice talent in this. And one of them I can't say because it spoils the ending. But let's just say the person who's been narrating is Roger Bumpass. Bumpass? I don't want to pronounce his last name Bumpass. I don't. But that could actually be how it's pronounced. But he's been the one narrating so far, that deep voice in the background. Roger L. Jackson is a character. Yeah, Roger Bumpass is the narrator. Roger L. Jackson is the Woodman and Master Jaffe. I am a Roger L. Jackson fan because he is also the Cheshire Cat in American McGee's Alice. Steve Blum is the voice of some of the One of Manys, which I didn't know you could take the One of Many with you. But yeah, there's some, yeah, there's some, along with Crispin Freeman, there's some voice acting royalty in this game. And why, yes, I am putting this back in my Neverwinter Nights display case shelf dedicated to Neverwinter Nights. I'm that person. Y'all have heard me go on my Neverwinter Nights spiel as to why this is my favorite game in all of ever. Or why this is like my gateway. I wouldn't call it my gateway RPG, but it was my gateway D&D drug, my gateway story-rich RPG. Told you it was Guitarbard Unhinged tonight. What? Yo, if there was a knoll in that tower, he's gone now. Yo. In this room are 4 fragments of a soul that Nefer split apart long ago as part of an experiment. A soul can be split, but it cannot be restored by fusing the resulting fragments. One direction, like the Mephits. I wonder if that's a clue. Anyway. Headmistress's hoped that she could funnel the energy from one impossibility into the other. That is, in undoing the flow of the methods, she might be able to undo the splitting of the soul. Anyway. I don't know if she ever got it to work. Name my golem. Sorry, not sorry. Social construct. I'm actually really good at mirror puzzles, so I'm going to see if I can do this. Let's see. And that mirror is correct. And that mirror is correct. Okay. So I just went through all those mirrors, and if I get this right on the first try, this is going to be really fucking hysterical. I'm 95% certain I just did that correctly. Yes!
Yes?
I got the mirror puzzle on the first try. It's gonna get good now, fam. I love the music here, too. Wait, actually, no. This is important. I was told that you were dead and gone. How do you speak?
A god does not easily die. He lives in the fears of him which linger on, in the doubts that he is truly gone, and in the suffering of those whose lives...
Not someone piggybacking. A curse.
Yes, Spirit Eater. Even your sufferings...
You'll see.
Me. Every anguish that you sow, you unknowingly dedicate to me. Every mortal who cowers or cringes at your name, they are also cringing at mine. With every such pain, the embers of my soul burn a little brighter than before.
So the hags in the slumbering coven did say that so long as a god is remembered, so long as, you know, it's the whole thing, you know, a man shall never die so long as his name is still spoken. So this hunger within me was once a living man.
Yes, a man whose crimes against the plains were unsurpassed, and I devised a fitting punishment to match them. The betrayer's hunger was born in the wall of the faithless. I placed him there and watched.
We are the mask of the betrayer. Because the Spirit Eater curse devours its host and then chooses a new mask.
One by one, emptiness filled him, the hunger of the wall.
Okay, but it gets better. It gets better. So for years, I played like fighter characters and stuff, and there was this option here, number 4. I'd never had that option, so it wasn't like till like 10 years later playing the game, playing a cleric, that I discovered this, and my mind was blown. So spoiler alert, but this is so great. You're only telling part of the truth, Merkel. Akachi's punishment was also something more.
Was it then?
You said that my suffering helps keep you alive, that my hunger sows fear and pain, and these sustain you.
I said those things, yes. If you are so clever, Spirit Eater, then make your points.
My point is this. The Spirit Eater was a contingency, a plan to keep yourself alive. If this curse was ever ended, your evil works would be forgotten and your consciousness would fade. It wasn't just a punishment, it was a contingency to make sure that Merkel's name would be remembered forever, so that even if he was killed, his memory and even just a small essence of him would continue to live on.
Ah, Spirit Eater, what a sure wager you were, and of all the entry. Your choice is
I love the depth of this story so much. God, I love this game. The story. The story. But it's so good, and it's just so like... I love this game so much. Like, the story is genius, and it's so multifaceted and multi-layered, and like, there's more coming. Like, there's more to it. What the fuck did I just do? Ugh, I love this game so much. I know I've said it like a zillion times now, but oh my goodness. The story is multi-layered, multifaceted, deep, and smart, and it's not happy-go-lucky or happy-joy or whatever, which I personally appreciate. And then there's so many layers to it as well. There's some that we haven't even uncovered. And it feels like it gets better every single time I play it. You know, there's something I missed the first time. Yeah, this is how I know I need to go to bed, because my brain is like, error.exe. I have so much love for it, of course.
Yes?
And it's influenced so much of my own so many of my own creations, and just, it's stuck with me.
She is a faithless soul. That is all she ever was. But my brother...
What was that about Akachi maybe having succeeded in pulling his faithless lover's soul from the wall?
Well, for what was I but his shadow? And when death took her suddenly,
There we go.
he betrayed our god, all the gods, to tear her from the wall.
And the punishment
So
that
everything
you
she
ever
did,
deserved.
creating the academy,
You
splitting her
didn't get
soul
that
into
chance.
4 parts, Liena, Nephris, herself, and Sophia. You know, putting the Spirit Eater curse on her. Like, she's been looking for a way to end the curse for, at this point, centuries, I guess. Why use me, not someone else?
Because you had the will to master the blade of
Because
Gith,
I mastered the
and
Blade of
through
Gith
the
in the
sword,
original
you are
campaign.
bound to my beloved and to all the sword bearers.
And through the sword, because I was a sword
The
bearer.
first in many, I hope. Let that be Merkel's legacy to the plains. That in the end
His cruelty broke before a mortal's resolve. And so we breach the Betrayer's Gate and step onto the Fugue Plain. And that is where I will leave you all for tonight, because I'm an asshole.